We're live. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. Bottles. Geez, Renee's a big drinker. Come on. Alright, I guess that's it.
This is the night. What?
Great machines. Womp womp. I can't open that one up, at least not realistically. Hey, sir.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, container. Everard, he looks after everyone.
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally
I'm not a
mind.
scab.
Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
You kind of get to that part, at least.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Oh, you want Mr. Everard then?
Uh-huh.
He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
I like this guy's voice.
Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
I would have thought he was younger than you.
Oh, Mr. Everard is where he always is. In his office, Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them. Sure, mister.
Where's everybody?
Most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike.
Yep.
The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So
Yeah.
no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the... But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
What kind of trouble?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
Oh, yeah, that was the body,
Him
yeah.
and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something.
No way.
I heard Mr. Everard telling them to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in
Oh,
middle
great.
school.
Boys being boys.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Yeah.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew up, but Mr. Everard and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started enough.
Okay.
Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar are Yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
Leo.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Buford.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars.
Yeah, I
But
know.
I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm...
Yes, This place really seems to run like clockwork.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of contain. Bye-bye now.
He's singing again. Sing.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with the... No trouble at all, mister.
I can do a smoke. Oh.
There it is. A brave little army in your pocket.
Pulling out of the
You
pack.
picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent.
Oh yes, Breton! Please light up! You need a trooper between your lips right now! Calm your shit down! Go to Pleasureland!
Get
Hey
a
up.
load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire.
What are the repercussions if I do
Primus,
this?
Repercussions? There's a high risk of
Glory.
with a mild chance.
Cool genius.
It will help you concentrate a bit. That much is true. Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head. But
In the bottom right.
Savey.
Oh, hey, mister. Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help. Oh, most of the... We're on a...
So no.
Not, but Titus and his boys got into some drunken... Oh, him and...
don't go all bad.
I guess the boy...
Easy, Leo.
Wait.
I remember, but Mister...
Can I not do that?
I'm just
There we
making
go.
some covers
Let's
for
try
them
this.
containers here.
Everything is so pretty and red. You and
Sure is, mister. Sure is.
I had to break this bonding moment, but the red containers mean they are replacing the company livery with the union livery.
The booze has worn off. Or has it? Actually, yeah, it has. I just need to shuffle things around a bit because this game's a pain with that. Thunk. Mr. Dubois!
before you is a walrus of a man
Walrus.
seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Harry!
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply...
You in charge?
Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of
Kitsuragi?
you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Yes.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
You go ahead,
Ready.
detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat.
It's nothing. Yes, that's he's trying to throw you off your game with
Yeah.
this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him...
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I too
Have convictions.
Should you find yourself more...
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or
Oof.
leave.
Fine.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarde...
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff.
Thank you.
Good.
Don't mention it. But also, don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of...
Is he?
No, he's not.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Yep.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is that the world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only
I would appreciate any help.
All right, Harry. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it.
Okay.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Yeah, I need his help.
God, you're sweating. Your knee, you want to cry.
Oh, God.
God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't...
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What
God
is
damn it.
this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
Jello
While
shot.
Everard is distracted by your odd behavior,
Yep.
the lieutenant's eyes are mapped.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something?
Maybe you could use your hands
Hobocop.
now, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
I'm fucking great.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure
But it was
you are
entertaining.
too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez.
Yes, it is.
I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily.
I sense a butt.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yep.
Yes, that sounds good.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented.
Are you door opening
I'm not
machines?
sure I understand.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to
Use you.
He's got another thing coming. Play his game, son, with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a
Go
local
bigwig.
I know everything that goes on. Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel.
A
weasel
weasel.
lives there. Nothing. Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique
The
you
gym teacher physique.
You look like you could run around all day.
Maybe.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I'm a loud blabbering weasel.
Yep.
When weasels feel no one is watching, they just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss... Fantastic, Mike. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real... Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly
fat guy.
but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this? Harry, you wound me, Harry.
In the heart.
But I trust you to put this to bed.
Thank you for your understanding.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you.
None
Harry.
taken. Do we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Am I going to ask? Hell, Harry. You spin-kicked my strongest man in the face. I saw it from my window. Would you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
I know last time I said something like that, but you don't have a window.
It was a figure of speech, Harry. Of course I don't have a window. I'm in a container. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it. Of course, let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me... My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are...
I think the odds
I'm
of
just a
that
cop.
are very low.
I assure you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is... I have a big fat folder on you, Harry. I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask. Maybe I can help you out.
Don't trust him. For all you know, Dubois might be his name.
I'm sure you had some concerns you thought I might be able to address.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now. Harry, you're not simply a cop, you're a star. A bright shining star in the drab law enforcement.
You get me.
Of course I do, Harry.
Harry.
And I'm gonna help you shine. I'm gonna put you on all the big stages. Your name in giant neon letters.
The giant neon sign reading Harry Dubois, hanging from the somewhere in Mirova.
It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
You feel like a Dubois, but you don't feel like a Harry.
Yeah, that's Harrier.
You don't feel like any of these things. You know what your name is. You have a sophisticated name, like that of a count or a beautiful man.
Sure, okay. You're Harold. Harmon.
What?
Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry. I, however, wish to help you any way I can.
ERB. All right, we are back. Let's try Mr. Dubois.
Everart's large hands are covering the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything.
I'm sure it's not that bad. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
I could get that before, but not now.
Harry, I just know the things that matter to our friendship, and I want you to feel free to ask me about those things. But of course, Harry, your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself? Well,
Yep.
Yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry.
I'm 50, so not necessarily too late, but kinda.
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave...
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not link... Let's hear it. Of course, Harry. Yes,
My gun?
your lost gun. My best... Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and... effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed. Now, please, let the professionals do their job.
Yeah, sure.
Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
He is not.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to hate. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of you. We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez.
Yes, of
Don't
course.
feel like
Mr.
you can't
Dubois.
cooperate with her because you and I
That's
are
right,
such
Mr.
good
Everett.
friends and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
Alright.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her
Surface
how...
clock.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but...
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Yeah, we want to get stuff.
You're one of us now. A real...
Hobocop.
Yes, I'm a hobo.
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Ardamakan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours.
More money from selling tear? Aha! Good. I knew it would be good for selling bottles.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye. So, from a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography. What are you? Death.
I'm a superstar.
Yeah, you have
Action.
with a sudden flash.
Let's go. Dun, dun, dun. Where is that, lever?
A rusting control marsh. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Arete! Oh, well, I guess we're done with that already. I don't think my rhetoric will work on him this time, given my low int.
And with this crane was built with a purpose, which is now, who can say? All you know is,
I can't see how that was resurrected.
the crane does not return.
Money.
Before you stands a...
You do? Because there are a million containers here. Why are you fixating?
It feels special.
It's a cargo container, detective. We are not here to interact with...
No reply. You attempt to your left. The lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. Despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, A beacon of light. The door stands.
Satisfied, detective?
Try again. Just like that. You hear it.
Ahoy! Come on in!
You can't be serious.
It worked! Oh, how do I talk to this asshole?
The man stands at the feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face, trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard.
Jeez, too stupid now.
In the general stillness.
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today.
You can't hear him exactly yet.
Now,
Who are you?
who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days. Anyhow, my name is Rustam Diodor.
Mr. Diodor, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
I'm Harry.
Pleasure to meet you, Harry. Public service is a noble cause.
How did you become so rich?
Oh lord, not this again.
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the... And yet, it never seems...
Shush.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Grad. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing.
And blow.
And blow.
I gotta tell you, at first,
It's a lot of work, yeah.
It's a lot of work. You've got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level.
Yeah.
But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, and
Very
that's
safe.
what? Unjust? I think it's perfectly just. Listen, Harry, I used to be an idealist just like you, but the truth is that we have no objective system by which to measure someone's value other than the market. We should just embrace that rather than resist it. The hand that allocates resources among men is invisible and cruel, but it is steady, measured, indeed, it is just. It is truly. It's almost entirely carefree. It really leaves you time to better yourself spiritually.
Well, that's nice.
Hey, all this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What
do you mean? Are you talking about my chin? Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of this.
The what effect?
Statistical thing.
Yeah, I know.
In essence, it says that when an extremely low net worth individual, among other things, but calm down, I'm but a lowly single-digit billionaire. That's good.
I see nothing of the sort. To be
Single-digit
frank, all I
billionaire.
see is a gentleman who is unusually well dressed for Martinez.
Yes, I imagine that does look strange to you. My container. Traveling. Anyway, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly? Ah, interesting. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high network smart
Travel more, dude.
luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, fail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just get what? No, I did not say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that.
Have some
Could
money.
you please stop asking everyone for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
I need the money.
It's perfectly alright. As you may know, us high net worth individuals do here's 3 real. How much can
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, maybe you can make that money grow. Come on.
These ultra-liberal types love losing huge sums of money on ludicrous proposals. Ergo, you should come up with a plan that's totally dead in the water.
Thanks for stopping.
Time to smoke him up. Smoke him if you got him. Smoke.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
Congratulations.
A youth center, huh? What kind of youth center?
A place to train.
Buff kids.
A place to teach them practical skills, like teamwork. Come on, tell him what he wants to hear.
Brilliant. Without children, who'll be there to buy stuff in the future?
Exactly.
When life closes a door, it opens a window, yes?
You want human
You're
capital.
deep into ultra-liberal territory now. Good work.
Very impressive. You've got a natural light.
Thank you.
I don't normally do this without a formal pitch deck. Here's the round of...
Cha-ching! What'll it be?
Easy.
Speed?
Bratan, now's your chance to take some time off. Spend it with your good buddy and get absolutely wrecked in the process. Nothing less than total annihilation will suffice.
Hello,
The
darkness.
lieutenant looks at you with horror.
Ah, yes. Now you're displaying it. The eccentricity that becomes
Exactly.
a wealthy individual. Remember, it's not a handout.
An
It's
investment.
and I expect to see returns.
The lieutenant stands there, dumbfounded. His mouth opens slightly, then closes.
I'm not unimpressed. Let's leave it at that.
Now, was there anything else?
Even being stupid, it worked out. I can pay Gart back, I guess, and want to have Kim sell his shit. There's like a couple wins, right? Wild Pines.
On second glance,
It's unfortunate.
let's see what's inside.
Open
the
it.
drawer, hundreds of documents, and the same material. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantity. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well.
Look at the
It appears
note.
to be. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes. All items
It's
on
for
the
Leo.
list have.
One of his aides must have.
What is so special about? Remember, Leo, all items on the drawer slides.
God, a special borscht. Let's go back and talk to Leo. Ah, it's a bit of a run. Good thing you're a gym teacher.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not. Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
Nothing about. That's all right.
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
What makes it special?
It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Because there's booze in the soup.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling and... Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it.
Alright, cool.
They was always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing
Weird
together.
language?
He
You mean
doesn't
Spanish?
speak what we speak. He's from Grad. Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
Well, let's go talk to Manana and the borscht guy, chef. Is Measurehead up yet? Hey man, how's it going?
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic. Our personal dynamic has changed. A little.
Yep.
He means very little. Ask what kind of races there are first. Classify.
Do you? There must be another way to accomplish police work without.
There is no other way to accomplish it.
Fuck you, dude. Hey, Manana.
So, how'd you like our harbor? It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you a key, huh?
The key? Yep.
What door is this key supposed to open? Oh, say
that
no
one.
more. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity at Bull or Weasel?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually Occidental, though. So you're going to be committing fratricide. What you're looking for is a
Hey,
basement
don't
door
be
behind the
racist.
greenhouse. That's behind the whirling and...
Okay, but where did you get the key?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really... None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Who he is, and what they're fighting for.
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
Not wages or pensions, or...
This stuff, they already covered. The wolf always wants more. I like wolves. All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
Are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all.
Fair enough.
Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. I have nothing against communists. They are honorable boyaderos. And they have good analysis. But my own code serves me well. If my code starts failing, a code can fail a man as well as a man can fail a code, then I will have to submit to a new one, which may well be communism. See, I am primarily a lazy person.
Exactly.
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer, and I guess you kind of get to be the village chief.
By that, you mean corruption?
Yeah.
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we
Your
know
benefit.
it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
He's aesthetic.
Okay, he's reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion.
Fair enough.
Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
I'll talk to that guy later.
Not you, you would like to say. But then there's that weasel door.
Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
There is, yes.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, the man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could, effortlessly, go even wider, if need be, an endless torrent of time.
Who killed
The
him?
mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold
He
up.
was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Of
I am
course
the
not.
murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Uh-huh.
He means a more violent faction could easily...
Understood. This has been a...
No problem.
Goodbye. Alright, let's try and cash in our bottles and talk to Gart. I think paying off Gart without having Kim bail me out, probably gives me an achievement, but we'll see. Also kind of fun to get that with the, Hobocop. As opposed to the Logician.
The tear machine stands in the... Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man. You're 100% sure you got special Hobocop money for that tier. At least 100% extra tier money. If the numbers on the machine...
I can find another bottle, see if I get more than 10 cents. Jesus. Find a bottle, I guess. Who's... Oh, this asshole.
Evening, officers.
Why'd you have a knife?
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock. His posture is relaxed. Despite his power...
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
Could I ask some, please?
From the corner of your eye...
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign.
Ah, I wonder who
Weird,
did
huh?
that.
Then again,
The words, Daredevil Driver.
too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. Well, there's the fishing village,
I
an
know.
abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems... Yeah, not really much. Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Gateway to the River of Filth. Yes, exactly. Shivers. One more bottle, please. Money, that's nice. Dun 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 dun. Money, it's a hit. Alright, let's go back to the whirling in rags and see if we can get the guard to fuck off now. We even have enough to cover the original tab, so I forgot that it was closed off in the first day.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
Yeah.
What was with that fucking wink?
I see you are still grieving. Well, I won't
Thank you.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for them.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
Was it paraplegic?
It means I can't use my legs. I was in an accident some years back, injured in the line of duty, as they say.
You mountaineer?
Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the revenue. I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company.
Uh-huh.
You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
GM playing Captain America. I didn't even play Captain America at all. Jesus Christ. Oh. Also, I don't know what ranks me in that game, so. At least not yet. Stupid. I'm stupid.
I hope not. Although the work you are doing for all of us is quite dangerous.
Yeah.
Towering over her in your insignia, you make her feel safe.
But not you. You're volunteering. So thank you.
So
Thank
you
you.
volunteered sometime in the past for the beatdown and hell of bullets. So very you.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking
We're also
questions.
go playing.
I know they're thinking about it anyway.
Oh, geez, you're really doing kick-ass already for a GM. Jesus. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna be silver in Rivals. I'm not doing that good. I mean, it's a new
There was
game.
no
I
bitterness
gotta
in
get
her
used to
voice.
it.
She accepted the curiosity her condition inspired.
Whatever do you mean? Oh, no. I haven't smoked in years. Quitting smoking is one of the best.
What are you talking about? Smoking is one of the last remaining pleasures of this world.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, there's not much out there for you.
I know it's not easy, sweetie,
Thank you.
but keep thinking about it. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your...
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe You and every other. You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you.
Let's try this.
Your deportment remains dignified as you
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is
Thank
round
you.
and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom.
it's easy. You bring a valuable item to a pawnbroker, who then gives you money for it. Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be. I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket. Of course, dear. I just wish I could have done more.
I don't know
Yes,
anything.
officer.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the... Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of... Yes, and... How would I even begin to tell? I haven't seen... Speaking of history...
It's 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid.
Her relief is palpable outside the...
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Oh, sweetie.
It's not.
It's really not. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers. Oh dear.
Yep.
And you were doing so well. There aren't any
I
cops
know.
that we...
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
A defeat, I'm afraid. It has something to do with everything.
Just
Tell
a
me,
poor
please.
woman.
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having...
A sigh. The lieutenant.
But maybe someone more...
No. I'm not an encyclopedia.
Of course. Then I don't... Of course, dear.
I'll figure it out. Alright. Good night. Well, actually. Now good night.